Hey guys, tonight's dinner I am making something called Grandma Style Spaghetti Pie by Simply Creative Chef Rob Scott. So now you can find him on Facebook. He has his own Facebook page and a lot of his videos that he does at the libraries. He does live Facebook videos for libraries all over the country. He's in I think he said 18 states now that a lot of the library programs went virtual. So that's his website, not website, his Facebook page, Simply Creative Chef Rob. So you'll see a lot of his videos posted there. And I think if you put Chef Rob Scott in YouTube, you might find some videos that he did for libraries for YouTube on there as well. So I'm a big fan, friends with him, and we are going to make grandma style spaghetti pie, which is similar to, I guess, similar to a lasagna. It has the ricotta, the mozzarella, the parmesan, pasta, and some sauce. It's just a different type of pasta. So we're going to do that tonight, and I'm going to make beer bread. This is my last Trader Joe's beer bread. Love this stuff. $2.99 when they have it. I think it's seasonal. So I'm going to make that tonight with a vegetable. And I don't know about the meat side. I have some leftover meatballs from the other night, and I also have some chicken cutlet left over. So I might just pull that out, and that's what they're going to have on the side. So that's dinner tonight. So I have my beer bread mix in the bowl, and you add 1 12-ounce of beer, and you will taste the beer if it's a strong beer. So I go for light beer. This was the light beer John had in the refrigerator. I've used Coors Light. I've used Bud Light. This time it's Michelob Ultra. But the stronger the beer, of course, you're going to notice the flavor. It basically says any carbonated beverage, so, I mean, but you don't want, Coca-Cola taste in your bread. And then it also says a 1/4 cup of cheese, which is optional. So I'm going to make this into pecorino. Oh, actually, I think you're supposed to stir this first. Yeah. So let's stir this first. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. And then we're going to fold in the cheese. And I have some rosemary and garlic chives here, so I'm going to add some rosemary and garlic chives. Here, let me get this going. There. So now we're going to fold in the cheese. Pecorino. Use any cheese you want, and of course any herb. So here's my rosemary and garlic chives. So I am going to fold that in. There you go. And then I'm going to put it in a buttered loaf pan. There you go. And then it says half a cup, not half a cup, half a stick of melted butter. I did the whole stick. Oh my God, what did you do with the butter? All right. Well, I'll just pour half. It says pour it right on top. There you go. I thought it said half cup, which meant a stick, and I did half. Yeah, it meant half a stick. All right, and then in the oven it goes at 350 for a good 50 minutes. I'll do something with that. My water's boiling. I got salt in there. Gonna add a box of spaghetti. Oopsie. And I love the Seco. One of my favorites. So I'm gonna get that cooking. I still have plenty of time before the bread is ready, but I want to assemble the pie to get it in the oven so everything could be ready at the same time. So the spaghetti pie actually asked for melted butter. So I got my melted butter. because I melted extra. So I put a little bit of melted butter in the pan, and we're going to add some onion, chopped onion, and I'll link the recipe below. And we're going to add some garlic. Let me wash my hands because now it's all wet. Oops, I need a spoon. So cook that down until it gets translucent. We're going to add a little bit of salt. There you go. And in the recipe that Chef Rob did, he made his own sauce. He made his own sauce with this recipe. He asked for the garlic, the onions, see, and then he did good quality tomato sauce. Did he make his own sauce? I think he meant spaghetti sauce. But anyway, I have my own homemade sauce that I made. Still has meatballs in it, so I'm going to use that sauce. But yeah, I think it's supposed to say spaghetti sauce, because I was looking at it and I'm like, did he make his own sauce? But I watched the video. He didn't. He used his own jarred spaghetti sauce. Alright, so that looks good. Let me turn that off. So I returned the spaghetti to the pot, and then we're going to add the onion and garlic mixture, half a cup of ricotta cheese, half cup of the mozzarella, 1 cup of the Parmesan, 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 egg. And then we're going to, and there's more, but we're going to mix this all together. I think I'm going to put gloves on and get into it with my hands. Okay, so I put some gloves on and I really mixed it with my hands because spaghetti's not easy to stir with a spoon. And then he asks for 2/3 cup of sauce. So, getting it out of my pot here. 2/3 cup. And some of the library people that watch him, they've put ground beef, ground chicken or rotisserie chicken and sauce all chopped up. So you can do whatever you want with that. So I'm going to attempt to mix this all about. And now we're going to put it in a pie dish. So it's almost like a baked ziti, but with spaghetti. Okay. And 1 box of spaghetti will make 2 pies. Because you want to press it down. And I think he, when he really mixed up the cheese and stuff in the spaghetti, he broke them apart with his hands. But you know what? It's easier said than done. I was surprised. These did not really break. So I'm going to press this down. Let's press it. There you go. Press it down so it's more like a pie. I wonder if my dishes need to be buttered. Nah, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it says sprayed. Okay. I'll spray the other one. All right, so let's press it down. He says really just pack it in there. Let me do the other one. So I actually sprayed this one and then took the spaghetti, and actually put it in that one. So now I'm going to spray this one and then put the rest of the spaghetti and pack it down. So those are packed in. We're going to top them with sauce. Let me finish putting the sauce. I thought I was taping before and it wasn't taping. So I'm going to put some sauce. So there. And then Chef Rob said these are great. Like if you have a small family, you eat one tonight and then you freeze the other one for another night. Or these are perfect for if someone's sick or had a baby, those meal trains and stuff like that. Bring it to a neighbor. Eat one, bring the other one to a neighbor. And then we're going to put some cheese on top. So it's just like a lasagna. Lasagna, baked ziti, they're all similar. Go. And then he said bake it at 375 for about 35 minutes. But my oven has the bread in it at 350, so I'm going to throw it in there. Yeah. There you go. Bread is almost ready. So the bread is ready, and I'm micro-steaming some broccoli and green beans, and I'm gonna cook them up, sear them, get them nice and charred on the skillet. Okay, so I got my vegetables cooking. I added some garlic, and I added some of this lemon rosemary blend from Wild Tree, and look at that. 2 pies. They look so good and they smell so good. There it is. Look at that. Nice triangle. A little difficult. I gotta practice that. But that's dinner tonight.